I don't think the decision taken by the board last month was not wrong, perfectly right, and we will continue the current extremely accommodative expansionary monetary policy in order to achieve 2% inflation target in a sustainable and stable manner. But let me point out a few things. First, the Japanese economy is recovering from the pandemic, and probably in fiscal 2022, the Japanese economy has grown by about 2%. And for fiscal 2023, again, the economy is likely to grow close to 2%. Since Japan's potential growth rate is about 1% or less than 1%, 2 consecutive years of 2% or close to 2% growth, well above potential growth rate, mean that the GDP gap is closing, and the labor market has becoming tight, and we expect wages to accelerate to grow, and that would eventually make 2% inflation target met with sustainable and stable manner. But second point, as you said, the inflation rate in last December reached 4%, highest in the last 40 years, but largely caused by import price hike. And we expect probably from February this year, inflation rates start to decline, and fiscal year 2023 as a whole, inflation rate would be less than 2%. So we decided to maintain the current extremely accommodative monetary policy for the time being. Our hope is that wages start to rise, and that could make 2% inflation target to be met in a stable and sustainable manner. But we have to wait for some time. Third point, as prior speakers argued, certainly digital transformation and green transformation, these two aspects of structural changes would hopefully raise potential growth rate in coming years while achieving necessary socially responsible attitude toward climate change risk. Already the Japanese government indicated that the government would facilitate providing substantial subsidies as well as tax breaks to increase digital investment, including investment in human capital, and also decarbonization investment. Actually, the government estimates that even in Japan alone, such green transformation investment would amount to more than $1 trillion in the next 10 years, which is huge. And that would require, of course, scientific as well as various progress, but I'm quite sure that in these two aspects, the Japanese economy can grow, hopefully with 1 to 2% in the next couple of years. I think in the last nearly 10 years, during which I have been governor of the Bank of Japan, we tried to eradicate deflation, and that certainly we have been successful in eradicating deflation, and we try to recover economic growth, because during the deflationary period from 1998 through 2012, there was also almost zero growth. But after 2013, economic growth has been regained, but about 1%. So also, I must say that a huge number of new employment have been increased, have been made. And that, of course, or I should say, mainly due to increased labor participation of women. And that was quite successful. So all in all, I think the government policy, coupled with Bank of Japan's extremely accommodating monetary policy, has been successful in changing the Japanese economic structure and growth prospect. But unfortunately, 2% inflation target has not been achieved in a sustainable and a stable manner. As I said, the 4% inflation right now is largely caused by import price hike and will start to decline towards less than 2% in this fiscal year. So that is the only regret I have.